Welcome to the virtual edition of the Beauty Mentoring Royalty. I'm Mia Gradney, evening news anchor with KHOU 11. I am delighted to be with you. This is the 5th year of the Royalty, and today's program will honor the excellent work this organization continues to do in the Houston community. Beauty Mentoring, affectionately known as B.E.A.U.T.Y, was designed to nurture the next generation of young women of color, ages 14 to 18, by reinforcing the importance of mental wellness, leadership, and maintaining healthy relationships. Partnering with mothers, Beauty Mentoring provides targeted programming for these girls of color at the crucial intersection of adolescence and womanhood. This is my 2nd year to participate in the Royalty, and I'm excited about what you will see today. Although we are not together in person, we still want you to post your amazing photos using the Beauty Mentoring hashtag Beauty Mentoring. Show us pictures of your hats, fascinators, tea sandwiches, and fabulous outfits. And even if you're not in your Sunday best, we still want to see your photos, even if you're tuning in with pajamas on. Today, we will hear from some wonderful beauty mentees who will talk about the impact beauty mentoring has made in their lives. We know the COVID-19 pandemic has been difficult for everyone, and these girls will be showing us how they choose to cope with the pandemic, utilizing their creative outlets. This year, we've added an exclusive conversation with the mothers of these young women, and they're going to share with us the impact beauty has made on their daughters. Throughout today's program, we will hear directly from our honorees as they chat with the Executive Director of Beauty Mentoring, Sherelle Ogletree, about how mentoring has impacted their personal journeys. Be sure to have your teacups filled and tea sandwiches ready as we settle in and enjoy today's program.
Beauty has impacted my life and follows me so much through a lot that I've gone through, from the way that I carry myself as a young lady and as I'm growing to become a woman. I have just loved the experiences and the uplifting, and I gained a lot of self-confidence, and I've become such a more outspoken speaker. Every single mentor that I've had these past couple of years have just brought me a lot of joy and pulled me through so much. I know that I wasn't alone because she was there to help guide me and push me to become a better person. And in beauty, you're able to get that 24/7. It's not one of those things where you just get it every week or every 2 months. Every single month, every single week, every single day, every hour. I was one to not really have that many friends. I would try to go out and try to find friends and try to talk to different people, but no one seemed to find the interest. But once I joined Beauty, I was able to understand, like, I have to find people who are on my level, and I was able to find that through Beauty. I've became friends with a lot of people. I've just been able to grow and build a lot of myself and my self-esteem. Me being able to speak freely and express myself more. Like when I wear I have this thing, my little signature now is my afro, and every time I would come to the events with my afro, I would get so much love from it, and it really builds me up. And now I want to hide or back down from wearing it. Now I'm able to really express myself and get out there and not feel ashamed or feel like I have to back down or less confident in myself. In my beauty as a young lady.
I love it.
I am just so excited to honor you and the amazing things that you've done. You have been such a mentor to me, and you have inspired me in so many ways. I think you have really taught me how to be a leader. So I guess enough about me. I think people want to know who you are.
Currently, I am the Vice President for Texas Children's Hospital, The Woodlands. And so I have the pleasure of actually having not only nursing, but all hospital operations. I think that has given me the ability to see the big picture, to be able to put all the pieces to the puzzle together. I truly enjoy it. It's a very challenging job, But I think what I love most about it, that it's still focused on the people, and I can still see, even in my role today, the powerful impact that I can make within healthcare. So I'm very honored to have that position.
So tell me a little bit more about why community service is important to you.
I think community service is important because I think it's important to give back. I think it's always also important to use your voice, to be able to, kind of make sure that you have the ability to use your voice to talk about the important things.
So tell me more about a mentor that has had a huge impact on your life.
Well, that's a great question. I think I've had the honor and pleasure of having many mentors in my life. I think the one that probably made the largest impact is the mentor specifically that pushed me to reach my fullest potential. Somebody that gave me very good, honest feedback, even though it may not have been feedback that I wanted to hear, but it was feedback that I needed to help me to become a better Catrice. I think it's very important for today's young girls, just because I think society paints such a different picture for girls right now. So the ability for girls to have that support and that guidance so that they can appreciate the confidence that they need to kind of really, kind of maneuver all and navigate all of those barriers that come with being a girl. And I think it's important for every girl to always have somebody to look up to give them that wisdom that they need to help them to believe in themselves.
So Nia, describe to me your life before beauty and after beauty.
Well, my life before beauty mentoring, I wasn't that confident. I wouldn't so my school had this electing thing for president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. I wasn't gonna do that. I went to beauty mentoring and I was just I don't know, you kind of just inspired me to just be more confident. And so I ended up signing up for that, and I ended up becoming treasurer. And that was that made me realize if I were just more confident, and it was because of you. It was because of beauty mentoring. That's just how my life kind of changed. Well, you're just funny and just open and just unique. And you're just a great friend, you're just a regular friend, honestly. And I love how you're just so open about stuff.
So during COVID, we had some challenges where we couldn't meet and gather. And so one of the creative things you like to do is play your violin. So tell me a little bit more about that.
In the beginning of the year, I was I just had to do the violin. I had no other choice. So at first I was oh no, I'm gonna be so bad at this. And then I was just learning about it, and I was this might not be that bad. And so during COVID, I just couldn't go to school and stuff. And so I was just so what am I gonna do now? Then I remembered I have a violin, duh. It just really became a part of me. And I just felt more confident that way. That's just another thing that just made me super more confident. And it just made me really like the mentoring program. I really liked that.
We're honored to be your honorees this year for beauty mentoring. We've been pastoring for 34 years in the community of this Northwest area, and we value our service to married adults, to singles, to children, and also to the school district of South Fair Independent School District. I've served as a board member for 5 terms trying to make an impact beyond our church to the students in Cypress Fairbanks ISD.
In the community, we do some of everything. We reach out to the Northwest community and the city of Houston to serve the people. We serve them in many different ways. We have a full-fledged food pantry where we serve people with the food pantry. I opened a daycare center in the community to offer affordable daycare to families that are in need. We do marriage workshops and conferences to keep families together. I also work with parents and their children and helping them get through. As we have 4 grown children and 13 grandchildren, we feel like we want to give back to the community of those parents who are coming behind us who might need a little bit of wisdom and advice. So we are very active in all facets of the community.
My neighbor across the street, Pastor Booker T. Watson Sr., started a church, and he invited our family to his church. He asked me, a junior in high school, to be the superintendent of Sunday school. That was my first real leadership position. And he prayed with me, mentored me, gave me the ropes on how to do this and how to do that. And I never will forget him and the time he took with me, and my mother was a single mom, to help sharpen my skills and let me know that I had leadership ability in me.
Well, I think that's why beauty mentoring is so important, because childhood relationships are very key to forming who that child will become. So I have to go back to my mother. I didn't have a lot of mentors in my life as a child. The church had lots of people there, but the person who really shaped my life was my mother. She had me when she was underage, but she went back to school, got her GED, and became a nurse at Texas Children's in Dallas, Texas. So to see her go from working as a maid in the home, a very nice family, but for her to go back into education and to get her GED and go on to college while I was 11, I watched my mother pull it all together. And I am so appreciative for all that she instilled in me, how to be a woman, how to be a wife. Even though she was divorced, she taught me how to be the kind of woman that I am, how to serve, how to give. So I would have to say it would be my mother.
To have someone who will pour their life experiences into them, to pray with them, to kind of correct them and help set them on a course of success is so vital today, because our young girls are exposed to so much on social media and everywhere else. They need someone to help sharpen them and shape them.
These are the women that are going to be leading the country. They're going to be leading the world, and they can become so much more if they have a mentor who pours into them and who guards them and guides them along the way when they get off, to put them back gently on the right path, and to make sure that this one right here, I'm going to make sure that I mentor her to become all that she can become. So it's very important.
So before, I wasn't really that confident. I was really quiet. I didn't really know what to say to other people, and I was just, in my own little space. Having a mentor impacted me to be open be open more to myself, having somebody to talk to, and just, being goofy, talking about new plans. And it just made a big change in my life to join this amazing, amazing program with an amazing group.
So you started a lip gloss business.
Yes, I did.
What's the name?
It's called Gloss Boss Cosmetics. I would, go on social media and stuff like that, and I saw that people had their own businesses and stuff like that, and I didn't know that people could like start their own like small business or just business in general. And I said, maybe one day I could start one. I believed in myself because of beauty mentoring, and I decided to take action and take a big step into doing what I truly wanted to do, and this was very important. And so I told my mom. She was very happy about it, and my mom was was the first person I told about this, and she supported me through the whole journey, and it was just wonderful to know that I created something that I didn't know that I would be able to create. You kind of like helped me, you know, by making me feel comfortable, by putting me in this space where I'm not in a little box, I'm open to anything. And you also helped me with that by just being you, because in general, you're just an amazing person. And I love how you helped me build the confidence to talk to people and, you know, just be strong. Because you are strong and you helped me be strong, and I thank you for that.
You taught me a lot, like it opened me up a lot because you are very positive. You're a strong 12-year-old, and I love being your mentor. I really do. We're teaching each other, okay?
Hi, my name is Soraya, and I am a 12-year-old who started their own business. I have different flavors and colors here. So this one is called Watermelon Barbie, and it's very sparkly, and it smells like watermelon. This one is my pencil one, and it opens up like this, and it smells like pineapples. This one is called Ocean Eyes, and it's this beautiful royal blue, and I really like it because it's very calming blue. It's very calming. And I was just in my room at my little small table, just making different kinds of colors. But I told myself, am I ever gonna sell these? Will these sell well? How am I going to present them, and how are they going to sell? I ask myself those questions all the time. I finally got enough money to start my own company, and I also got enough money to help by getting the products and making the products, having the different glitters and things like that, and putting my brand on it. I've sold over 100 glosses in my entire journey through having my lip gloss business. I had the right mindset and the right courage and confidence to say that I am gonna do this and I am gonna start this business. And my business has helped me through a lot of things, like to be confident, because I know I'm young, but I will tell you that you are never too young to start something that you really want to do. I've made mistakes, and that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, but you need to know that making mistakes will help you grow and learn. You don't have to have a lip gloss business or a specific business to do what you like to do. It could be art, it could be selling t-shirts, it could be anything. But what you need is to have confidence in yourself. That's the biggest key to having your own business.
So wow, Dr. P.E.A.U.T.Y, you are like phenomenal. Everywhere in the community, everybody knows about you. And we are just so excited to honor you. Like when I think of sex trafficking guru expert, I think of you. And as a nurse to nurse, you are phenomenal, but I want everyone else to know how phenomenal you are. So tell us a little bit more about you.
I try and keep it brief. So, you know, my parents and I, we all immigrated to the United States when I was 8 years old. Mm-hmm. My mom's a nurse, and so that's a little bit of the reason that I became a nurse. But when I was 17, and this is the reason that my passion is sex trafficking, I actually was abducted at gunpoint, and I'm a survivor. So as a nurse, going into nursing and labor and delivery, there are no guys, but I got interested in doing the sexual assault nurse examiner, so I got trained in that.
Wow.
And it just kind of rolled from there. I went back to school after nursing. I got my master's in counseling while I was doing my master's. I got talked into the PhD program, but I finished it in 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
And just since that point in my life, everything has been, focused on helping others to survive their journeys and just kind of holding their hands. And so part of that is mentoring.
Wow.
It just kind of came natural to the things that happened in my life.
I think of young girls, and you are totally an inspiration. Your story touches so many.
When you and I were going through, we didn't have to mess with half of this stuff. There's
no social media.
No social media, no, all this internet stuff with the grooming and stuff, that didn't exist. And it's one thing to be encouraging. It's totally another dimension to it when you actually are like, this is how you do it. That's what mentoring is to me. This is how you do it. These are the steps. This is what you need to do to achieve your dreams, no matter what the dreams are, but just to have that cheerleader, that makes a difference.
You truly have a heart for philanthropy, and that's what really attracted me to you. Not only that we're nurse colleagues, like I'm a nurse practitioner, right? So I get it, right? But I think your heart for the community and serving victims of sex trafficking in the community. And not only that, like you've supported beauty mentoring, you've been to our teas, and I think girls are inspired by you. I'm inspired by you. So thank you so much for accepting this honor. You're amazing.
Oh, I'm honored. I'm so honored.
So having been involved with beauty mentoring for approximately 4 years now, I've certainly noticed positive changes within my daughter. She is now a sophomore in high school, and so through a very emotionally transitional time for her, beauty mentoring was certainly one of the strongholds that she had in her life, to be able to create a sense of consistency, outward perspective, and outward influence to coincide with what Dad and I were trying to implement, and impart with her at home. I can honestly say that throughout the time that she's been in beauty mentoring has served as a catalyst for positive change for her. So I certainly can speak for my daughter, who's 15. I know your daughter and your daughter are both 12. How do you feel about that?
Well, I would like to say, she started when she was 10, and I've definitely seen her blossom and grow. And now that she's 12, almost 13, she's getting to that point where I feel like their word that they like to use is people are really judgy, okay? But I feel like this program has helped her to be confident and really pushed her into being able to go out and try new things. Her mentor has been very encouraging, and I saw her run for a student council position. She won, coming out of a virtual schooling and going back into in-person. She beat out 4 other people. And she's just been really in step to get with her goals and not worrying too much about what other people may think. And I really appreciate that.
Good, that's important.
Yes, it is. What about you?
I would have to say a lot of the same things. I have seen these changes in my daughter just for the positive. I don't think I really understood the impact of what mentorship could do in her life and our lives, but it has been such a positive change. She started a business. She's more confident. She does affirmations, and I'm just incredibly proud of her, and I'm grateful for this program and for her mentor, because as we know, ladies, it takes a village, right?
Really does.
So I'm just happy to have this community and this village for us, for our family. So it's been wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wow, 2020 was a crazy year. We all had to pivot in so many ways, whether that be businesses, organizations. I think it was hard for us as adults, but it was very hard for our children. We've had girls struggle through mental health crisis, and we've helped bring them through that. That was something that was very different for beauty, that we hadn't really had to have that challenge before. As one of our pivots, we had to really dive into resources and get mentors who did have specialties in mental health backgrounds, and really train all of our mentors on mental health by partnering with other strong mental health organizations. Not only did we switch and go virtual, we also brought in more girls into our program, and we're also pivoting to figure out how to do more virtual programming. We tightened up our mission statement. We're gonna impact girls ages 14 to 18, African American girls of color, through mental health awareness, partnership with mothers, leadership and wellness activities, and a host of other things. So how does that involve you? You've heard these amazing stories of these girls. I mean, they have grown so much. But now is the time for us to do more. Not only do we want to impact girls in Houston, we want to impact girls all over America. And with that, we're going to need your help. So this year we plan to pivot and go virtual. We're going to have virtual programming for every girl in every city in the United States. So you don't have to just be in Houston to be a part. But through that, we're going to need your donations and support. So any amount, whether it be $20, $50, $1,000, $10,000, we need your support to continue to provide programming for these girls and impact our community in a huge way. B.E.A.U.T.Y is just getting started. We want to be a program that the girls can go to, they can click online, and they can be influenced by women of influence all throughout our community, whether it be here or anywhere else. We want to inspire them, we want to encourage them, and we want to lead the way in this effort. B.E.A.U.T.Y mentoring is sparking a change in these girls' lives, and we cannot do it unless we have your partnership. So won't you join us? Because our community depends on your help and wonderful people like you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. We just got our raffle winners in, so drum roll. Okay, so our raffle prize winners for our first wine basket with over 14 bottles of specialty wine, Sydney Wandex was our winner of that prize. Our next Escape in the City prize with a one-night luxurious stay at Houston's Hotel Grand Duca with breakfast for two and valet parking goes to Charles Ingram. Our third prize, which is a $150 Landry's gift card, goes to Kenya Mason Bergeron. Next, we have two $100 Fleming's gift cards. Our first winner is Renisha Dotson. The next winner is Felicia Light. Thank you so much for supporting our raffle. We appreciate it.
These young women, their mothers and mentors are amazing. They embody all B.E.A.U.T.Y hopes to achieve. We have witnessed the fostering of these mentees' emotional development at the stage they need guidance the most. By working directly with their mothers and community partners, B.E.A.U.T.Y Mentoring has encouraged these young women to show up in the world as leaders. We are so glad you have supported B.E.A.U.T.Y for today's program. But don't make this your last time. Stay connected with B.E.A.U.T Mentoring across all social media platforms at B.E.A.U.T Mentoring. You can also visit beautymentoring.com to sign up as a mentor, donate, or join the email list so you can share the mission of this important organization. We know that it takes a village to empower today's young women of color. B.E.A.U.T Mentoring looks forward to partnering with you to galvanize these young 2021 B.E.A.U.T Mentoring Royalty women as they become leaders for their generation. Thank you so very much for watching today's B.E.A.U.T Mentoring Royalty, and we will see you next year.